All right, boys and girls, we're doing this ghetto style as the spectator client just gets me in here and refuses on the wrong side and fluctuates on the wrong side. So hang out with us while we look at what's going on here. Benny Q selecting. I don't see the bands, so I kind of I guess I joined in late or something like that. Weird.
I've got them. It's pretty much the same as last game. We've got Kepri and Raijin coming out from Refuse, and then Odin Kronos coming out from Fluctuate here. And Mango hovering over the Guan Yu. And there's no reason for him not to pick that. He's been carrying the games with the healing.
Yeah, Fluctuate really picking some S tier, base god. Benny Q got the Kali selected for the jungle role. Mango's got the Guan Yu, who's maybe not S tier, but he's damn good. And Giannis, who's any composition, any game, anytime, anywhere, you're like, Giannis, I'll take him. Refuse, on the other hand, is countering with Athena, Isis, and Bologna to look at. So no Hunter selected yet. Banning phase is coming through again. It looks like Fluctuate got rid of the Raijin, the Kepri, and the Geb. I see them now as they just popped up during the next banning phase. And Refuse got rid of Odin, Kronos, and Chiron.
Yeah, and I've been paying attention to it recently, and I don't know if you follow Hindu Man, but he's been running and putting up pictures of picks and bans, and what would you pick here, and I've kind of been looking at it and thinking about it a lot more, and there is a lot of it does come down to skill, how can you play this character in the game, but there's a lot that can be said that at levels we are watching these two teams play, they've played each other a few times before, and you get to see how much of it comes down to what they pick. Getting Mango on that Guan Yu, is that going to make a big difference? Well, they know Refuse doesn't often pick up any anti-heal, so they can just continue that heal up, and there's no reason not to get him.
Especially when the healing's again on different people. That's my one thing is if you've got a Divine Ruin, a Brawler's Speed Stick, and a Curse, and a Pestilence, and they're all on different players, that's fine because you have so much anti-healing that overall your team's doing enough. But when you don't have that ability and you're really stuck with only one player having it or two players having it, you really limit what you can do right there. And Colkin might get locked in here. We will see. As Thanatos was banned out last game, and we all know the Dirty Bubble loves Thanatos.
So I'm kind of wondering, just looking at the comp that's coming out of Fluctuate here. Okay, they switched over to Kumba, but I saw that, and I'm like, all right, so is this going to be like a Yanis ADC? Because we got to see that happen earlier. Yeah. I saw that locked in, and I just kind of sat back. I was like, even if you could tell me all the reasons that they had behind that, I still wouldn't no, you just don't do that kind of thing.
I mean, Giannis is just, so much better in the mid lane just because of rotations. That's his big thing is he can probably be in the duo lane, absolutely. He can be in the solo lane, absolutely. He's a god that can do both things. But his pressure comes from mid lane and the ability to rotate everywhere. And this is the teams we've got. It looks like we're going to have Nikaru supporting on that Sylvanas, which will be interesting. So they're going to have a lot of heals. If Refuse doesn't build anti-heals this game early and quickly, I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, Refuse has got to be building those anti-heals. I would honestly start off with a curse.
Yeah,
but, we'll see.
If they walk out of this, if they walk out of this without a curse in the beginning of the game, it immediately goes to Fluctuate because none of the team fights prior level 12 are going to go in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree on the same boat right there. So we got about 140-something seconds until the game gets ready to start, guys. So hang out with us. Game number 2 of a best-of-3 scenario is coming up here. Fluctuate is leading the charge, 1 game ahead of Refuse, and we'll find out if they will take it home in 2 games or will be involved in a 3rd. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Cyclone Spin has now ruined Friday Night Smite. That's a Kali ADC. I did not realize that Benny Q had select. I mean, I knew Benny Q selected Kali, but I kind of forgot that Hoonbots got selected because me and Gore were talking about something else, and I really just didn't recognize the Hoonbots. I did, but I was like, oh, that's the jungler, and then I forgot about Kali. So thank you, Cyclone Spin. You ruined Friday Night Smite now.
It's between we got Cyclone, Funballer, and Divios just. They're putting these characters in roles that nobody else can really play them. And it's just
I hang out. I know Divios. Divios. I have yelled at Divios for playing freaking Ratatasker. I'm like, damn you! People think he's good now, and he's there. I was like, these people don't know how to play him. It's it's just because you're Divios. It's not cool, man. That I got to deal with this BS because you want to play Ratatasker in the solo lane. Now I got to deal with Ratataskers in the solo lane that go 0 and 10. Like, why do I have to deal with that?
Yeah, but going through for it. I mean, these two teams, like, we've already introduced them. We've pointed out there's a Kali ADC. Everything else is kind of in order as they start up this stuff. And I will say, I'm happy. Thank for review. Oh, wow, an invade. Not only that, but Dirty Bubble going to be the first blood there. Has a nice kill going onto a Wheelix. She's got that red pot. Now they've taken away the blue buff. She traded her blink for first blood, and I'm not sure if Dirty Bubble was running a red pot, but she managed to keep hers.
He's got boots. Yeah, he has boots 1, so Dirty Bubble actually very smart, decided not to go ahead and go with the red pot this time around. And it's not that big of I mean, a Wheelix, again, if she went red pot, that first blood literally just makes it up. It's not that big of a deal. It's some farm time that's going to be lost, as One Glance is taking a lot of damage, and Benny Q does not have haste and Fatalis online, but he is sticking to these targets at this point, and just kind of swinging away. So with Kali's Lash, which heals, and Sylvanas heals, this is an interesting lane, actually.
Actually, I really like it now that I think about it, because Sylvanas' AoE autos are going to help him clear the wave. Like, so,
yeah, group it all up. And,
they don't have to
and Lash
even worry
does a lot
about
of work.
this.
Yeah, it's great. Should be kind of decent. Mango's going to go ahead and clean up the solo lane, guys. And right now in mid, DB is hanging out at level 2. About 2 levels back, he's going to jump over the Spirit Ball. That's going to miss. So Dirty Bubble going to be a little bit behind in the experience. But again, when it comes to the actual money involved, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I thought I moved all these players around. There we go.
I don't know if you saw, but One Glance is actually Benny Q's target right now. So this matchup, once Benny Q starts getting online and that fight becomes, okay, who can one-on-one, he's going to have a little bit of an extra.
Oh, man, that's the... Normally, it's always the freaking tank, man. Like, really? Benny Q actually gets the luxury of having his lane opponent? That's insane. Oh, stun going to come out. A lot of damage forced out by Benny Q. Going to dash away, but Mikaru should be able to heal him back up with the wisps.
It looks like Refuse trying to get a nice early game lead as they do steal the boar over on the solo side. Taking that away from Mango, just trying to get the farm up. Both of them have ultimates up, but it doesn't look like they're going to have to use them as they just erase Mango's health.
Cope played an amazing Wheelix in the first game, I believe. He played it against Slugs. He was like 14, like 12, 13 kills. He was realistically... I gave the MVP to Mort because of all the Geb shields and saving him and everything like that. But in all honesty, as far as like who carried the team damage-wise, it was definitely Cope in that scenario. So he knows how to play this Wheelix. They're going to double man rotate, and Egg's going to have to get out of there with the portal. Good use by him. Dirty Bubble's only level 4. He's going to have to pop a couple of mana potions and health pots, but looks like Cope is just chasing on this Wheelix, trying to find something to kill. I mean, he plays this character so aggressively, like he's willing to pull and grab anybody. Nikaru's going to be the first to suffer. Knock up immune right there in the ultimate. And, well, now Nikaru's going to end up falling and Refuse looking strong.
Now, what we saw Fluctuate doing last game, Refuse is like, you know what, let's try to do what they did. We're going to get kills and steal all of their jungle as best we can. And so far, it's working out for them. They got that red buff. They now have 3 kills, setting up to none coming out from Fluctuate. That's almost 2k gold just sitting under them.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the graphs, actually. Less than 5 minutes in the game, a 2,300 experience difference and a 1,700 gold experience. Now, here's the thing. You got this early lead. If you can't maintain this, or if you lose some sort of big team fight in the mid-game, you're just going to end up, like, Fluctuate's going to end up catching back up, and they're going to end up pushing that advantage. I mean, Dirty Bubble is on a Hoonbots. His ultimate's devastating. Now they're all level 5. Realistically, the fight can happen now. They have that early advantage. They got Dirty Bubble down and low. Mango got ganked. I mean, things were not going necessarily the right way, but give them some time to farm. If they can get this going, I feel like Fluctuate can still turn this around. I mean, they have a ticking time bomb in Kali. 25, 30 minutes in the game, Kali is the most unstoppable character in the game right now. Let's be realistic. Haste and Metalis plus kin size is not fun to deal with.
And I mean,
Oboe.
If
and
you grab that, you've got Kali, so her passive can heal if she gets her target. You've got Guan healing. You've got Sylvanas healing. After a certain point, that Kali is just not going to die. And I mean, her ultimate even makes it so she can't. So if she pops her ult and runs back to her team and they just heal her back to full, there's not much Refuse can do other than hope to dump everything back into them. As there's a grouping, nothing's going to happen out of that. You know, we've got Egg with the portals just walking around. But yeah, Kali's going to be really the one to watch throughout all of this.
Well, Mort does have that curse that we talked about right away to start the game. This is huge. And then, all honesty, I just want to see maybe like a Breastplate of Valor. Left-hand side is going to get the ultimate from one glance, and or from Mort onto one glance, I should say, and that's going to end up forcing that onto the left-hand side. They'll just back up and be happy that that ultimate's gone. And Bologna is proxy waving like a Loki in there and just hanging out back here, a level above Mango, but at this point in time, we'll see if she's able to escape. Overhand smash is going to be good. There goes some of the protections. And honestly, I think she's dead. Oh, nice use of the ultimate to get out of the way. But I don't really see this happening.
A beautiful teleport came out from Dirty Bubble there.
They saw 3, yeah, Gold Fury. But Giannis does have ult. This could be dangerous if Giannis ults over this way.
Especially as Nick is actually going to go in there. He's going to come in. The big spirit going to come down. Refuse going to confirm that with Circle of Protection, but a kill going onto the Athena. If they can pick up another one here, as the Hunbat's ult is going to come down, Cope going to fall. That's 2 kills, and honestly, with how much the Gold Fury is worth right now,
3.
that's going to...
Technically 3.
Oh, that was 3, because they got the soul.
Earlier. They got Ultra earlier, so they got Ultra earlier. In all honesty, I claim that worth all day, every day. I take 3 kills over, especially a 6-minute Gold Fury. 6-minute Gold Fury isn't worth a lot, and it's not worth nearly as much gold as the teleport's going to come into the middle. And who is this right now? This is the Ultra right here, coming in. Oh, the bludgeon in the portal. No, not happening.
What I really liked there was like, in all that engagement, Fluctuate used their abilities. Like they kept their heads about them, and were like, all right, this is gonna happen. Like, if this is what happens, this is how I'm gonna treat it. I mean, we got to see Ultra and ult, and then Dirty Bubble just teleported to it.
Yeah, Egg was just barely off of the kill. I mean, like right here. I mean, he almost had Cope dead to rights on a through space and time snipe. And in all honesty, if it was positioned any further back, the Gold Fury, he snipes the Gold Fury and gets it. He was a little off to the right there. So hey, I mean, but when you're shooting from that distance, you can't guarantee. I mean, he shot that thing from like Fire Giant. Actually, Giannis snipes steal Fire Giants all the time, but I stole one from like halfway across the map, and it was just
it's the best feel in the world.
You just laugh. You're just like, I don't deserve this, but you get it. You're just like, yep, I got it.
We actually see a huge rotation coming over to the dual lane. Egg going to be trying to get a lot of damage. Mort sitting about half health, but he's going to ult over towards one glance. They try to melt him before it happens, but he's going to fall. Although the bleed from Kali going to get the kill. Cope just immediately turned around and ran away.
Nikaru used Wisp. Nikaru also used Wrath of Terror, so there was a lot of dots being played off right there. I mean, Sylvanas, it was stated earlier when Incon was playing this character that this character has a lot of scaling on its damage, and can really be annoying to deal with its dots. And Kali is we knew Athena was going to die. It was just a matter of who got it. And the fact that Benny Q got it just makes it even better. I mean, now Kali with 1 kill on the board. I do like the way One Glance has been playing this. I mean, he's not losing this matchup. He's actually 200 gold ahead, and he's got that golden bow start. And I've said this earlier. I love this start on like Apollo and Ramos. It just enhances their clear so much.
Yeah, especially if we go back. I mean, if you go back to before Season 2, you see Apollo having like easily some of the best clear because he just throws out his ability, clears the entire wave. They nerfed that going into Season 2 because that wasn't exactly the playstyle that they wanted there. And now you get it, the Golden Bow start's going to help him clear that out, and especially against the Kali, who's going to have the Lash dealing a lot of damage and clearing it for her. She can play safe, and Apollo's going to be the one that's having to sit back.
I mean, Kali's like that. Kali's the melee Freya, or the physical Freya in a sense, starts off with boots normally, gets the Hasten Fatalis online, then goes into the big damaging item, and in this case, this is going to be Kins after the Hasten Fatalis, as there's 3 members on the left-hand side. NEQ, buddy, you got to be careful. Taunt going to come in, shield ball, you're going to have to get out of there. Oh, yeah, Ult's forced out. Not the smartest move by BennyQ right there. Really just needed to kind of let that one go. Took a lot of poke for no reason, and now forced it back. And will actually lose. Yeah, I don't know if he got credit for that 1 minute or not, but it's 4v5, and Bubble ends up having to use Purification because Cope ended up pulling him, but goes into the Fear No Even. Now both of the assassins are fighting. Rapid Terror was already used. Fearfall's going to miss. Oh, Eggmeister with the snipe.
He's going to still fall to One Glance there, but now we're going to see the fight. Athena going to be ulting to try and get away, get a little bit of extra protections. Circle of Protection did get dropped, and now the Bludgeon's going to be coming down. The big damage going down onto BennyQ, getting really low, and there's not much he can do. His ult's already down. Dirty Bubble going to fall. Mort still managed to get out alive, and now we've just got 2 of the tankiest members on Fluctuate here sitting and not really able to do anything.
Yeah, kind of fight went south real quick again with Benny Q, as you said, having already previously used his ult. There was nothing really to do there. But hey, Nikaru will clean up 2 free wards right there for 100 gold, so something gets out of it positive.
We mentioned it earlier, and I feel like Refuse has kind of acknowledged this now. Kali is the ticking time bomb. Kali is the one that they really want to shut down. They want this anti-healing. They just picked up a second curse onto Ultron. And it looks like Refuse is playing a little bit smarter. They're like, alright, Guan healing and Kali. Those are the things that we don't want to have happening this game. So, get rid of it.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like, when you pick up Sylvanas and you pick up Guan, it's kind of like, alright, we have to get anti-healing. You just think about Guan. Again, a lot of the times Guan's healing sneaks up on people. It's not, like, thought about anything. But when you get Sylvanas and Guan, you're like, alright, 2 heals, 2 things that are annoying to deal with. We got to go ahead and prepare for this. Let's go ahead and get some anti-healing going. We'll start off with a curse on one of our characters. Then we'll get it We'll get it a level 12 item on our solo laner. I'd imagine that Athena might get a sprint here at some point in time, and that will be the other action. Mango on the right-hand side is in a 2-1 scenario. If I can get my mouse to click there. There it is. And he had to use the ultimate. And through space and time, it's going to not connect. And Mango looks to be in trouble. Oh, he dodges the bludgeon. Is he going to survive? Mango, how much HP? 30 HP.
It turned that fight around. That Yanis ult was perfect. As actually Fear No Evil comes out, Cope getting really low. Dirty Bubbles not wanting to drop this. The slow's going to come down. He's getting those attacks. Gets the kill. One glance is now rotating over. This is just going to be a really long, nice portal coming down. A taunt miss.
Terror as well. Oh, what a build. All peels. I mean, like you said, just the portal, the Wrath, just peeling for Dirty Bubble. Able to get on either. Dirty Bubble ends up getting another kill to his name. Cool. I like that. That was good. Able to get their assassin out of danger.
And I mean, just the rotations that came over, they got 2 kills out of it, and then they all walked away safely. Like, they just, okay, we need to get out of here. I mean, Dirty Bubble got kind of scared there, probably for a little bit, but his team came over and just was like, yep.
Yeah. He had to use the jump, but a lot of people forget that the Umbas's jump slows, and like that was really the difference in that fight. The fact that it slowed, I don't know what the percentage is. It's 50%. Yeah, I mean that's insane. Giannis's threshold at max rank is where is it at? Phase slow 25%. So I mean when you think that's a hell of a slow 50%. And circle protection probably going to secure this gold here again. If it got started yet. Refuse will get that teleport coming in by Mango. He'll get in there. He's going to use the cavalry charge, and we'll see if they're able to clean anything up.
And we're going to see Dirty Bubble pick up Y-Try here as Through Space and Time is going to come through. Not going to be connecting with anybody, forcing out the Roma Invicta from the Bellona now. Refuse sitting under this tier 1 tower. They got the Gold Fury, but if they can't defend this that well, then it's just going to kind of, once again, neutralize out like it did earlier. And using Circle Protection. Big Fear No Evil going to come down. Cope going to be the one who falls. Ultron getting really low here. It looks like they're going to chase that kill. It's going to be an easy pickup as now they force Mort to fall back. One glance, get plugs back into it. Now he's forced to Aegis. A lot of damage going to come down, and there it is.
Tier 2 tower, and this is a tier 2 and a Phoenix. This is tier 2 and Phoenix right here again. They got the Gold Fury. Refuse has gotten 2 Gold Furies, and Fluctuate was like, we'll kill all of you, and then we'll kill all of you again, and we'll take your towers. That's fine. Keep up with the Gold Furies. We'll just keep on killing you. Didn't get the Phoenix. A lot of respawns coming up. I kind of didn't look at the respawn timers. I didn't realize. I mean, it is 13 minutes in the game. It's only like 20-second respawn timer, so they'll survive.
And I mean, what's good for Fluctuate here is
like tower on the right.
They get, they go to the Gold Fury. They force Y-Try to use that Circle of Protection to confirm it. And now Y-Try doesn't have Circle of Protection. All right, team fights are going to be pretty nice for us.
Yeah, so guess what's going to make Dirty Bubble even more annoying to deal with than what he already was? He got Blink. He didn't even have Blink when he got in there. He jumped into like 3 people and said, oh, I'm going to Fear No Evil. Like, he just went in there and was just like, yeah, I'm here. Like, imagine when he can blink in and you don't expect it, and then he can actually like leap out and be even safer. And now Dirty Bubble's going to be a menace. And that's the thing, man. Like, Hubat just brings that team fight presence. Like, if you can get those type of ultimates off on top of with Humbats, you really just change the game around. 2 or 3 people CC'd with Purification. Look at the actives. Look at the relics. Wheelix now at level 12 just picked up Purification. So now there's 3 total. There was only 2 at one point in time. Felix actually went Blink first item, and that was just to get the first blood.
And I mean, we're not going to see Purification coming out on the Athena. Like, as much as she would like it, she's going to be team-based. Like, she needs to focus maybe a meditation, a sprint, like something that's going to help the team out, not a Purification from me.
Oh, Nakaru tries the old, little hoppity hop right there, the little blink pulls. Nakaru, man, you got to go to my YouTube page. You want to see how to do that, buddy? Ooh, nah, I'm just kidding. That's a really tough thing. The blink pull on Sylvanas are probably one of the hardest combinate. Like, the pull's already hard enough to hit. Then you have the blink to it and everything can be a pain, so he'll miss that. But the knockup's going to be good by focusing up over the egg. You're going to be doing a little bit more damage as the single evil came out. Double man Wrath of Terror. Y-Try's in a lot of trouble. Now the assault's going to be good. Oh, big ultimate by Egg. He connects on that sniper. There goes the damage, and Dirty Bubble's going to run away, and the fight continues in mid.
And they're going to be chasing down. It looks like they're going for Cope in the background, but he's going to be able to get away just barely. BinnyQ going to pick up Mort as now they turn their attention to Ultron. Dirty Bubble going to pick up Cope under the Phoenix and now turning around. One Glance getting away with barely any health, but Ultron getting stunned and plucked now onto 4 members, forcing the ultimate out of Ultron here. They're going to chase him down. The bleed's going to be on him, but they don't really want to dive the Phoenixes. Now One Glance has come back into the fight, but they're full health.
Phoenix because they got Mango. I'm going to hit F2 again. Mango this time only got 10k healing, 9k healing this time now. Doesn't have the healing that he did before. He just healed 800. All the members that were around, he just healed for 800. He was at 9k. Just healed all those members, and now let me see where he's at on that second. Did he heal anybody? I guess he didn't heal anybody that time. But yeah, I mean, he just went up 800 on healing like 3 players. I mean, so he's definitely a factor in this game. And I mean, when the Pestilence and the Curses aren't around him, it doesn't really matter right there. Bologna is going to be building into the Pestilence now after the Frostbound Hammer, which is expected. With the Curse, that's really going to be helpful in these later team fights for sure. But just, again, getting that mid-Phoenix and the pressure Fluctuate, just, you know what I like about Fluctuate is that they did not seem to buckle under that early couple kills that they lost. You know, they lost the first one, and they lost like 2 more kills. It was like 3-0. Like, Refuse is coming back. Or, you know, making a comeback case for a 3rd game. And all of a sudden, it's just like, hey, we got a gold period. It's like, oh, man, Refuse is doing really well. Then Fluctuate gets some kills. And you're like, all right, Fluctuate. And then they did it again. Now again, Fluctuate slowly but surely has actually taken what was a deficit. And we'll take a look at the graphs and really turned it into a big lead.
Yeah, and, you know, looking at it, like, 2.3k gold isn't too much, but they've got a 5,000 experience lead on Fluctuate. It's like the gold, they've lost 2 Gold Furies and they're ahead. The experience, they've been winning the team fights. I mean, 14-6 kills. They've got a majority of the towers. They've got 4 towers down, and there's pressure going to be coming down onto most of them now as their Fluctuate's still pushing it out. And
One Glance has to get the ultimate by Athena as I think he just looked at Egg and was like, help! I don't know what happened. Oh, Blink Wrath the Terror going to be in there. Mez not going to matter. CC, nice grab. One Glance is going to be in a little bit of trouble, but he's going to escape. Backline sprint was used by the Athena. She did decide to get sprint. I was wondering who used sprint right there, so that's going to be activated along with Sylvanas as well. One or through space and time, or not the unstable vortex. Like, what is that? That's not through space and time.
BinnyQ actually in a bit of a precarious situation. He gets really low, forced to ult, trying to get healed, but a curse came out just before, and the heals aren't going to work on him. Although most members of Refuse are really low, Bologna going to try to get the bludgeon, but it's not going to be enough. Y-Try getting really low, Circle of Protection going to come through. One Glance picking up the kill onto BinnyQ. Now Dirty Bubble's going to be the one to fall. Y-Try still sitting at hardly any health. Egg going to be falling to Ultron, and Y-Try manages to fall to Nico, but it's going to be enough. Now, once again, the 2 tankiest members of Fluctuate are sitting here in a fight, and they're not taking a lot, but they're also not dealing that much.
Well, they know Cope's the one that's low. Featherstep's going to be good. Nice grab right there. Talu's going to do a lot of damage. It dashes through, but these are 2 big healers. As you said, I don't know what happened if they both used their curse at the same time, but I'm looking at the countdown timers right now. They're literally 1 second apart right now, so I don't know if they used it exactly at the same point in time, and that's not good. Refuse needs to make sure if they're going to have these anti-heal items that they actually use them properly and in stagnation of each other versus directly on top of each other, because that's how you're really going to win these engagements. If they still had 1 curse available, they might be able to do something.
Yeah, that being said, though, the curse did manage to help as Kali was just unable to heal. And they played it relatively well, but the Phoenix's open fire minions are actually going. And that's kind of where this falls, is that Refuse, while they did win that fight, they picked up a few kills. They didn't get the Gold Fury and they didn't get any objectives, so while it kind of brought them back up to almost even out some of the levels, although we're actually looking like Cope is still down 3. Y-Try's ahead, and you've got One Glance who's even with Mini-Q, but they don't really have too much going for them yet. They still need to make up for what they lost earlier when Fluctuate pushed down 2 towers and a Phoenix in the mid lane.
Well, taking a look at Golden Hand, Kali is still about 500 gold shy of Kins. That's going to be the target mark right now. So we're at the 20-minute mark. She'll have that here in a couple of minutes, but big rotation coming Benny Q's way. The question is what's going to happen. Featherstep still doing a lot of damage. Purification is going to be used to go ahead and get rid of the stun. Spirit Ball down. Blink Wrath of Terror is going to connect on 2 members right there. Circle Protection going to be used. Spirit Weaver was used in counter as well. Mez is out 3. Spirit Ball connects on 1. And there goes the grab, and Y-Try looks to fall again.
Unstable Vortex going to do a lot of damage there. Mango going to pick up the kill on Y-Try. Cope getting low, but a nice jump going to dodge the Unstable Vortex. Altrin kind of being in a position for members of Fluctuate to take advantage of. He's going to go ahead and jump over, but right into the portal. He's going to get rooted right there. Not much to get out of here. Tries to get the blood up, but it's not going to be enough.
Just, I don't know if she landed or not exactly. I know she takes a second when she lands. Big taunt right there. Curse is going to be used as well to slow a lot of players. Mort's going to actually find a kill on Dirty Bubble. I did not expect that at all, and Benny Q is looking to get the kill right there. Looks like the meditation was popped out by Guan just to make sure. Nice pluck, nice grab right there. That's going to be a connection. Mango's going to clean that up, and this is the Feather Step. The portal is not going to connect, but that is the target right there. And it looks like Benny Q might want this. Ultimate is not available. He has to be careful, and he looks to get it. Egg will end up cleaning it up instead, but the tier 2 tower also going to be victim.
You know what you said last team fight where you said they needed to stagger out the weakening or the curses here, and this time they staggered it a little bit. You can see they're about 8 seconds apart or so, but the problem being that 8 seconds didn't buy them enough time. They still got some heals off going for Fluctuate.
Yeah, Athena used it like by herself when she like came into the fight, so it was kind of like Bellona used it and went in there and did some damage, and yeah, it looks like Mort ended up getting the kill on Dirty Bubble, but it's just lost gold.
It wasn't used properly.
Did Nikaru just ult the red buff? Holds down. I'm pretty sure he just used it on the red buff.
Does that even proc on minions? Does it damage minions?
I don't know. I don't know if it damages minions. I think it does.
Well, it's definitely on cooldown.
I heard the sound.
So
I heard the sound of like, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Sylvanas' ultimate. And I looked and I was like, is he fighting somebody? He's fighting a red buff. I was like, oh, all right, cool. It's like that time they didn't war like Cataclysm, a red buff one, or a purple buff, or blue buff, or the purple buff. Yeah, when it was attack speed. I think Aurora did that one time.
Yeah, absolutely. As actually Fear No Evil going to come down and forcing the Aegis coming out, the Sanctuary going to be used on Y-Try, and now the fight's going to be turning around. Cope actually in a kind of bad position
Cope
here.
ran into a bad spot, yeah, ran into a bad spot, ended up going backwards versus forward. Benny Q ended up using his ult just to get out of the scenario, and again, what a portal right there. He's going to end up getting 2. Benny Q ends up falling to One Glance ult. Now he's going to dash out of their Sanctuary use. Grab not going to be in range, just out of it. That was online, but just out of range. I don't know if the sprint. I don't know if the sprint was used right there. But man, that was close. Big. Blink ultimate's only going to get up 1 right there. Mort's going to end up getting out of this scenario. They're going to go straight forward. Smart move right there. Mechanically to understand what's going on. And there goes Dirty Bubble. Blink forward and jumping around. And he's going to end up getting that. Surrender goes at start. Mort. Oh my God. Nikaru was just pulling everybody.
And if you had told me that he was gonna, he has hardly missed any of these. Dirty Bubble getting a nice crit there, Mango. The surrender vote actually comes out.
Well, there was 3 members down for 30 seconds, and Cope's level 14 can't really do anything. Mid Phoenix was going to fall. I doubt Ultron was going to be able to hold anything, and it looks like Refuse, they're going to end up being second place right there. Fluctuate will end up taking the victory.
I mean, it was a really convincing win, too. Like, there were hardly any moments. I mean, we can look at it right there. Guan Yu was 6-1 and 13.
Yeah, Mango's Guan is, like, the truth. Like, how much healing did he do? Did 17k player healing. So, all right. Well, Fluctuate ends up taking the victory in this month's Friday Night Smite circuit. So, hang out with us. Stay tuned. We're going to do a player interview, and we will be right back.